Unilever's aim is to make people look good, feel good, and get more out of life. No wonder Ghana's favorite oral brand, Pepsodent, is so committed to making Ghana a healthy nation by working in 4 main areas. School programs. Every year, Pepsodent goes into schools all over the country to teach children the correct way to brush and help them develop the habit of brushing twice a day. The brand does this in partnership with the Ghana Dental Association, Ghana Education Service, and the Ghana Health Service. Pepsodent's ambition is to reach 10 million children by the year 2023 with the Brush Day and Night campaign. Community programs. In many markets, community centers, and public places, Pepsodent works with dentists to provide free dental screening and oral education. For many Ghanaian families, Pepsodent is the brand that lets them see a dentist for the very first time. Dentist partnerships. The Ghana Dental Association (GDA) is a strong promoter of oral health, and Pepsodent has a long-standing partnership with the GDA. We work together to promote oral health for many years, and we will keep working till Ghana becomes a cavity-free nation full of beautiful smiles. World Oral Health Day, and to crown it all, every year we celebrate World Oral Health Day on March 20th with thousands of school children. This is the major event where we bring together key stakeholders to promote oral health and general health. Pepsodent has been protecting the Ghanaian smile for generations, and we won't stop, because with Pepsodent, every smile matters.
Smiles are one of our most precious gifts. The problem is 1 in 2 people suffer from cavities. That's why hundreds of dentists like myself work together with Pepsodent to teach families in Ghana to brush day and night. Remember, your smile is the most important reason to brush day and night. Pepsodent, because every smile matters.
Hello there, good evening and welcome to GH1 Television. We are live, and of course today is World Oral Health Day, and it's brought to you kind courtesy Unilever Pepsodent. My name is Sewa Amiye, and tonight all we are going to be doing is to have a conversation about keeping a great oral healthcare system, and that's all we're going to be doing. We've got 2 dentists in the studio, and we'll be taking questions from you at home as well. We know that you're busy, and for that reason you're unable to visit the dentist as often as you should, but there are dentists here and they're going to be taking your questions. So Ask a Dentist, the hashtag to use across our various social media platforms is Ask a Dentist, or Brush, or Ask Pepsodent GH, or you can join in the conversation. We're live on Facebook, on the Pepsodent Ghana page, and of course on GH1 Television as well. So World Oral Health Day 2019 has been championed over the years by Pepsodent Ghana, and the theme for this year is Say Ah, Act on Oral Health. So if you're home and you're watching, say ah. Do you like the breath? Have you brushed your teeth today? And how many times? Well, today we're encouraging you to brush your teeth twice every day, morning and evening, of course, using Pepsodent. It's the best on the market, and that's what I use, that's what GH1 Television, all the presenters use. This past Saturday, the World Oral Health Day 2019 was launched by Pepsodent Ghana. Let's take a look at that video and everything that happened on that day. We'll come back and have a conversation.
Those are the roadside. Please come inside. Let's go.
Today we are launching our World Oral Health Day, and we are starting it with this health walk. And basically it's to teach people how to brush their teeth day and night, and to inculcate that habit into them so that they have good oral habits.
Unilever's mission is to make people look good, feel good, and get the best out of life. And as part of our sustainable living plan, we go around various schools to educate people on reasons why they have to brush day and night to prevent cavities. Because every smile matters to Pepsodent. This year we want Ghanaians to know what Pepsodent has been doing all over the years to ensure that every Ghanaian has a better smile. Our key message to Ghanaians is that they should continue to brush every day and night to prevent cavities.
Beautiful ceremony, amazing people turned out to launch the World Oral Health Day 2019, which has been championed over the years in Ghana by Unilever Pepsodent. This evening I've been joined in the studio by Dr. Sandra Oyakilome. She's a dentist and member of the Ghana Dental Association with Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, and Dr. Kwabna Ejekum Asumedu. He's also a dentist, a member of the Ghana Dental Association at the Kolibu Teaching Hospital. Good evening. It's good to see both of you. The way you're smiling, I'm sure you've already brushed your teeth twice. Anyway, so today is World Oral Health Day. You are dentists from the Ghana Dental Association. And just to let you know that, yes, we've got dentists here, but we've got amazing people who have joined us in the studio today to ask questions and to learn a lot more about keeping a good oral health care. And so welcome to all of you. I hope that we have a great time and have a great conversation. Great. So let me come back to the dentist. You are a dentist, of course, with the Ghana Dental Association. Tell us why it is important. I'll begin with you, Dr. Oyakilome. Why it is important as a country that we celebrate World Oral Health Day with Pepsodent.
Okay. World Oral Health Day is actually, the day itself is actually a highlight. It actually runs throughout the year up to the next Oral Health Day. So it's sort of a day where we create an awareness. Let everybody like sort of bring the awareness of oral health education. And then the concept, we dentists feel like is an opportunity and a platform to come out and then tell with all our information. Sometimes you have the information and then the public is sort of away from you. So it's an opportunity for everybody to come on board, do your screening, bring out the information, and then create a massive awareness. So the day, like I said, is just a highlight, but the activities goes on throughout the year.
Do you think that a lot of people are very conscious or take very good care of their oral health care? Do they in Ghana?
Well, a lot of people don't take good care of their mouth in Ghana per se. Let me take a sample size. Out of, let's say, 10 people, 5 to 8 people don't brush at night. Yes. And even current research done by Unilever Pepsodent shows that some parents even reward their kids for not brushing at night.
For not brushing?
Yes. So.
Or for brushing?
For not brushing. They reward them. So I reward you for doing something good so that you don't brush at night. So the kids take it as a reward that, okay, no brushing tonight because I have done something good. So it's some parents tend to reward their kids based on that. And those are some of the bad habits Ghanaians are picking up. And it's having massive impact on the children nowadays.
Very unfortunate. I mean, if you're a mother, and you know, since I came into contact with Pepsodent, I have, even though I knew the importance of brushing your teeth regularly, I've just come to learn a bit more. I've learned that's about the association between the mouth and the general well-being. So you walk around with bad breath or a smelly mouth, and it has very great impact on your general well-being. I think a lot of people do not know that. Yes. And so, yes, we at Pepsodent, today I'm working at Pepsodent, we're encouraging you, listen, you must brush your teeth every day, twice every day, morning and evening, of course, with Pepsodent, and that's what I use. But let's get into business. I'm seeing already a lot of messages, people sending in their questions. But let me come to you, Dr. Yakilomi. We have this here. What is the right way to brush your teeth? Show us. Okay, you will do that. Yes. That's fine. Please show us. Okay.
So,
turn the model.
Yeah. So I think.
That's the maxilla.
Okay.
Turn it.
So.
That's the maxilla.
Yeah. Okay.
Turn it up.
So as you can see, this is. Okay, I'll turn it upside down. So this is a lovely big mouth with the teeth all around and a very big tongue. So a lot of people think they brush their teeth very well. So today we are learning the right way. So first, you get your brush, you get your toothpaste containing fluoride, which Pepsodent has in it. Then you go starting in circles. So I start this way. I go all around on the surfaces. Then I move backwards to the sides of it, still in circles, right? Okay. I am not scrubbing the bathroom. So your mouth is not a place for scrubbing. It is a place for brushing. So you don't scrub. You can hear people when they are cleaning their as if, so you go in circles all around. Then you turn your hand same way, you are going in circles. Because going in that way, it means you distribute the force equally as compared to going this way, which you exert much force. So you distribute the force all around. Then you open your mouth wider. You start flicking the front inside. People just clean the surfaces and leave the inside. I don't know what they are doing there. But you clean that aspect also. And then the inner aspect, you do the same for the top. You flick the anterior front once. You clean the inside very well. Then where you chew all your co-mininis, you can then scrub that surfaces very, very well. Then your tongue, it is very, very important. It takes some time to clean it because certain food can get in there, then you start having bad breath and things, which we call halitosis. So you can have those ones. So you take your time gently, clean very, very well on the surface.
Please show us how to clean the tongue.
So you start. So first, you need to get a soft brush. You don't use a hard toothbrush.
Okay. I was going to ask you that.
Yes. So a soft toothbrush, which Pepsodent has one, deep clean. It cleans very, very well. So you can use it. So the tongue, you can clean very, very, very well on it.
Okay.
Right? So it removes all the debris and everything from. Then you rinse your mouth. So minimum you spend between 2 to 3 minutes cleaning your mouth. Some people spend 30 seconds, 10 seconds, which is not very efficient. So minimum 2 to 3 minutes, you clean your teeth very, very well. Okay.
Let me ask you this before I come to you, Dr. Yakilomi. Are you ruling out hard brushes for we Ghanaians? Is that what you're saying?
It's not just for Ghanaians. When you take your mouth, that's why I attributed the mouth to the washroom. The washroom, you can scrub that place, but your mouth is not a washroom where you scrub. So
the soft toothbrush,
because you're not just cleaning the teeth, you're also cleaning the gums.
Okay.
And what the hard brush does is that it wears away the protective covering of the teeth, which we see outside.
All right.
So when you wear it away, then you start, when you take your pineapple, you take your cold water, then you start dancing to songs like a kicking.
Okay, let me come to you, Dr. Yakilomi, before we wrap up on this segment.
Okay.
Look at this, I don't know what you call it.
It's a model of the mouth.
Okay. It looks really white, but you don't have everybody with the white teeth, and people complain about that. Is it a bad thing not to have white teeth?
And it's a bad thing not to have white teeth. Okay, so it's quite interesting that everybody thinks healthy mouth equals to white teeth, but actually it's not so. The teeth has an outer covering called an enamel, which is supposed to be white in some people, and like everybody is different. Some are fair, some are you can see within us we have different shades. So also it is with the enamel. The enamel is the hardest and outer surface of the tooth, and it's so strong and in such a way that it comes in different colors. But interestingly, underneath the enamel, we have what we call dentine, which is quite yellowish in color. So as babies, when your teeth comes in, they're really white pearls, you know, very bright and shining and very white. And everybody expects that, oh, that should continue on and on. But as you grow older and then the baby teeth falls out, then the adult teeth comes in. The adult teeth tends to have more of the yellow teeth, which is inside the enamel, which is outside. And then in that reflection of the outside, it tends to be duller and less white in quotes. But what that means is that what is important is that having healthy teeth means that your teeth are free of any any stains, free of any. Teeth also has supporting structures, so the gums and then the bone. So all this come together as a family to make the teeth strong. So having white teeth doesn't necessarily mean healthy teeth.
Okay. All right. Quickly, let me ask you this. At what age do you start brushing a child's teeth?
Okay. So
quickly,
that's fine. For me, I think as a baby, when the baby even is born, we're going to feed the baby with breast milk or formula milk or whatever it is. I think the cleaning actually starts from birth, not even waiting for the teeth. So you can use gauze or you can use cotton wool just to clean the baby's mouth with water, as most of our mothers already do. Now, when the teeth comes into play, when the teeth start showing also, you also have to do the same with the teeth. So we always advise once the teeth comes in, start cleaning them. Don't wait for them to food, because they're going to start feeding them with food, because food will gather around them. And with time, they tend to turn color. So once you're still looking at it, you see that the food will build up around the teeth. So once the teeth shows up, start planning cleaning them.
All right. Thank you very much. I think I've already learned a lot in this short session. And I'm seeing a lot of messages. But guess what? Pepsodent Ghana is not just about giving you the right toothpaste and the right brush for your mouth care. They have been doing a lot of amazing work. And for the people at Pepsodent, every smile matters. If you want to know what I'm talking about, take a look at this video.
Medin de salama to ansa me free man kesim and I'm a very sudden the Christian ba me wono no na ade we eni ho onya 1 year 3 months and ade we started say urbanism.
It's a benign tumor. When we say a benign tumor, it means that it does not spread to the other parts of the body. It just stayed at a local place. But this one in particular, which we call fibromyxoma, is locally aggressive. That means it destroys the area in which it is located. Usually it affects their appearance. So, you know, as children, other children will be laughing at them and all those things. And it affects their feeding. And some of them, because of this, they don't go to school at all.
Yeah, I don't know about it because I kasam. I mean, I'm done say, wow, what cheap Pepsodent first or remember what many may be.
We want to say a big thank you to Pepsodent for the good work you are doing, and it's our prayer that you will continue to help these children to come out of this condition, and some of them will pursue higher education to become prominent in future. We all applaud what you are doing, and we pray that your business will go on well so that you can have enough to cater for these patients who are deprived in one way or the other.
The may say ever call theatre mobile operation. If you almost say a mobile one and no one ton was some dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to give it up for Pepsodent Ghana. Amazing, 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 amazing. Doc, a very big thank you to Pepsodent. I love it when people, corporate Ghana goes out to help people like this. So I thank you very much, Pepsodent Ghana. But Dr. Kwabena Jekum was part of the doctors who operated on that little boy, and we are privileged to have him in the studio. Tell us quickly, how was it? How was the experience?
Well, for a young boy of this age to suffer this condition, you can't say much about it, but we thank Pepsodent for helping in this surgery. And when it comes to such conditions, people think it's spiritual, but it's not spiritual. These are conditions that happen, and as dentists, we don't just look at teeth. It's the whole head and neck region. That's why we call it a maxillofacial region. So conditions that are surrounding the teeth, it can go either up or downwards. So for his condition, it was expressing much upwards. So with all these facial swellings and the rest, immediately you come, we see, we wake you up, we give you a better smile as Pepsodent wants to give.
Of course, and for Pepsodent, every smile matters, and that's why you need to brush your teeth well and smile just as I'm smiling here. But guess what? If you're thinking that this is a story, the woman whose son was operated on is here with us in the studio, and she's going to be telling us how her son is doing. Welcome, Mipacho. Salamatu, what to say? Okay, Salamatu, na obano sesi ane what to say? Bibia boko. Uwo bibia opeso kache Pepsodent.
So ma boa mene mebe be omodena ko surgery o ma ya ni surgery no hwa ya fefefe ende mitumesere ama mebe su tumesere ayetumi di agro fefefe tumi da ya mi ase se wa boa ma wa twi Pepsodent fo abra me se o me boa ama ma boa ni wa so.
All right, so that's Salamatu Ansa. She is the mother of the boy who got the help through Pepsodent. And Pepsodent, this doesn't just stop with that little boy. They'll be doing a lot more of that through the Ghana Dental Association. Thank you very much once again to Pepsodent. So today, there was a grand debate to climax the World Oral Health Day at the Independence Square. And today, 4,000 children petitioned government to act on oral health. Let's take a look at what happened at the Independence Square today.
The report, which was published ahead of the World Oral Health Day on March 20th, shows that the quality of a child's oral care can have an impact beyond obvious medical problems like bad breath and dental pain. It can also limit their potential and negatively impact their self-esteem. Pepsodent indicates it was driven to conduct this formal study based on experiences from previous campaigns to encourage proper oral care among children. The brand implores consumers to choose Pepsodent toothpaste, which contains fluoride that helps prevent tooth decay and helps protect the smiles of the entire family.
For us as Unilever, it fits into what we call our Unilever Sustainable Living Plan, which is our business model, which emphasizes as one of its legs health and hygiene. And to tie into it, we have used Pepsodent, to really reach out to people, to let them know that it's not just about business. We're looking at also making sure that the people we work with, the people we sell to, are in good health. Research shows that it connects so deeply to your confidence levels, to the way you're able to express yourself, to how you're able to interact with people. We think that this is an essential thing that people should take serious.
Unilever's brands have been working on the prevention of oral diseases through free dental checkups and school programs for 25 years in a bid to spread outstanding oral health across the globe and unlock the power of as many smiles as possible. The brand is building on years of impact in this area by petitioning President Akufo-Addo to implement interventions which will cause positive change in the oral health lives of children. Chief of Staff Akosua Frima Oseopare expressed the importance of oral health in the lives of children.
Bad oral health has very negative consequences for our children. They may be good looking, they may be well adorned in the best clothes, but have no friends to socialize with because he or she is being shunned by other kids in school. As government, we will continue to build on strengthening our commitment to a comprehensive education and sensitization, ensuring quality health service delivery, which includes oral health care. Through continuous retooling and resourcing of the various health centers in the country, we know that these resources can contribute effectively in promoting the healthy oral habits that we want Ghanaians to adopt.
So far, the toothpaste brand has protected over 80 million smiles globally. On top of the all-year-long work on World Oral Health Day, it has continued to reinforce messages on oral health with events at schools in a number of markets. With this report, Unilever hopes to help evolve the conversation around oral care education across the globe to inspire changes today that foster more opportunities for the future.
I like to brush hair. I like to brush knives.
All right, so that's what happened today. 4,000 children petitioned government to act on oral health. And yesterday as well, there was a petition on the internet for you to sign. So government does more to encourage people to brush their teeth regularly. Let me go on Facebook and take some questions that you have been sending. And just so you know, there are only a few registered dentists in the country, and that's really bad for the agenda that we are trying to push. So once again, a very big thank you to Pepsodent for bringing these two dentists here so you can ask them all the questions that you want to do. On Facebook, Godfred Malgbe says, in the mornings, is it advisable to eat before you brush since we leave food particles in the mouth after eating? That Dr. Oyakilome.
I think that question is always usually asked. I think it's a question of should I eat then brush or brush then eat then kind. I think it's just a duration. How long will it take before you eat? If you're a person who is a morning person, who when you wake up you eat your breakfast about within an hour, then of course you can eat and after that you brush your teeth. But you're going to wake up at 5. And then you're going to have breakfast somewhere around 8 or your white tea or something around 8 or 9. Then, of course, you have to brush because you meet people. You've been sleeping. Your mouth has been idle for over the night, especially if you didn't brush at night. And then, so it's just it depends on how close you are to your breakfast.
Okay. Then
that question of do I before or after comes in.
All right, Malgbe, I hope that helps. But let me come to the studio and take one or two questions from our studio guests. So who has a question for us? Great, let's hear you.
Okay, is it necessary for a person to have a thorough dental checkup, even if there are no problems with his or her teeth?
Okay. All right. Okay, so yes, you need, for an adult, at least you need to see your dentist every 6 months. Every 6 months, if not at all. I always tell my clients that I meet, at least on your birthday, decide to see a dentist. Give yourself a treat, right? So it's a workup. So when you go, they look into your mouth. You know, the mouth is the gateway to the body. So any condition, there are a lot of conditions that can be diagnosed from just looking into the mouth. So they will look into your mouth, look if there are any caries in the teeth. They will look at the gums, if there are points, certain deposits all around, which is causing the gum to swell and sometimes bleed when you are cleaning your teeth. So all these things are looked at. Even certain systemic medical conditions can be diagnosed from the mouth as early as possible. So you going to see the dentist is even an added advantage to you. So after that, then the dentist will give you a nice treat.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Thank you. Let's take one last question from our studio guest. Who do we have? Okay.
Okay. So can dental health be hereditary?
Okay. Dr. Yakilome, you take that.
Okay, that's fine. I think the issue of hereditary, there's still research ongoing to whether to clarify whether there's really some relationship between the father but what I've seen, until those research come into play, what I have rather noticed is there's hereditary of bad habits. So the habits of the parents is passed on to the habit to the children. So if the parents are not brushing twice daily, that habit is passed on in the house and then it's passed on. And then if there's sweets, there's the issue of sweet and everybody's enjoying the sweets and everybody's taking sugary drinks. And of course, that habit is passed on. So for what I have noticed is more of hereditary passing on bad habits rather than identifying genetic components. Of course, there are research ongoing, but also those who have deep fissures, some people who have their teeth have really deep fissures, they may tend to be prone to more caries because there's not enough space when you brush your teeth. And also those who have their teeth very close and tight together. so that when you even brush, you can't even go through. So they have to use maybe floss as an added option for also cleaning your teeth. And so I think that what I would say in terms of the hereditary bit of the story.
All right, thank you very much. I hope that we all have learnt a lot. I personally have, and I hope that the studio guests have also learnt a lot. Unfortunately, we have to go. That's all time will allow for us to talk about. Okay. But it's been a very educative session today, being the World Oral Health Day. I have learnt a lot. You at home, I'm sure, have learnt a lot as well. Thank you very much to Dr. Sandra Oyakilome for coming. She's a dentist, a member of the Ghana Dental Association at the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, and Dr. Kwabna Ejekum Asmedu. He's also a dentist, a member of the Ghana Dental Association at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And my name is Sewa Amie. I'm not a dentist, I'm a broadcaster. And I want to say a very big thank you to Pepsodent Ghana for making this possible and for championing oral health care, good oral health care in the country over the years. More grease to your elbows, and we look forward to what's going to happen next year. Hopefully by then we'll be moving on from brushing your teeth twice a day to something else. Thank you very much for coming as well to our studio guests and to Salamatu. We hope that your boy recovers very soon. And so the entire production crew, thank you very much for making this possible. Thank you at home for watching and sending in your questions. Have a good night. Actually, Tales from the Powder Room comes up now.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help. A great smile breaks the ice. And making friends is easier with fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to give them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection. 1, 2, 3.